With anxiety, most girls and women await that time of the month when they will have to release an egg.
When the egg doesn't meet the sperm, in that if fertilization doesn't take place, then the body will wash away the layers of the womb which were prepared to receive the fertilized egg, because the layers were made up of very fine capillaries of blood vessels. So they are washed out, and then the woman passes out that bloody flow.
It is known as the menstrual flow, and come it does each month, unless one is pregnant.
Each and every month that I know I'm going to get my periods, I feel bothered. Just the whole part is just disgusting. Yeah, I know it's normal, but
Sometimes 40 or 45 years and above, then they can stop seeing their menses, and we call that menopause.
Before menopause, for those who await this natural process, preparation is vital. But this all comes down to teaching a woman right from childhood about sexuality education.
The confusion about sex education is the notion that what it seeks to achieve is to liberalize sex. That's not what it's about. And I will qualify it to say age-appropriate sexuality education. What it seeks to accomplish is to provide information to young people as they grow about their bodies. I know, for an example, many young women who would not go to school because of their period.
Armed with some insight, a girl can then be prepared for the pain, which is unbearable for most women. During my visit to Amdat district in 2 villages not more than 3 kilometers from the town, I learned that women have different reactions to menstrual blood.
Even if you see the blood going down here, there is no problem. You just take your marinda and then you smear it like that.
I show them a sanitary pad and they look perplexed. These women have never seen one, and they say that when they were Zungus or the white men came in this area, they never taught them how to use one. So they think blood should flow freely as God created it to be. I labor to explain to them how to cap the blood or menstrual flow using a sanitary pad.
Tell them that it doesn't pour, it doesn't go to the legs, it's just in there. You just remove the pad, throw out. I have a pad down here. And I'm fine. I'm not even scrubbing anything. I'm just comfortable.
After a lot of convincing, they become converts.
They are saying now, why don't you bring some for us now?
Unfortunately, I have only a few for my flow. Their neighbors on Kadama Mountain in Nakapiripirit district are not any different. Meal time for a woman in her periods is not worth waiting for.
A dirty container, like a calvert, like a small plate, or even a skin. They put her food on the skin, then she eats.
This until the flow days are up, while she suffers all manner of isolation.
The girl or a woman is not supposed to handle anything at home. She's not supposed to milk the cows, to go near a man. The woman is just kept aside. She can't even stay in the bush.
What about going to the toilet? What about putting out the saliva that's not wanted?
Menses, it's a given. We can't avoid it. If you're a normal woman, you can't avoid it. But the whole idea is, how do we manage it?
They used to tell us that if a man sees your periods, your blood, you'll become barren. And if a lady does, then you'll go through it. Throughout your lifespan, you'll be bleeding. And that made girls fear to expose their blood. And to me, that was an effort to ensure that girls become clean.
While the woman in Amdat tries to wipe away the blood at all times, the woman in Kadama knows no cleanness. The soil will absorb the flow.
No. She doesn't bathe, first of all, until the last day of her periods. Whenever she goes to sit, like these skirts are round, she opens like this, then she sits. Down. And the blood go down.
You're very susceptible to infections.
But even as I show them this sanitary pad, which costs not more than $1, about 2,400 Uganda shillings, their economic situation cannot allow them to indulge in such a luxury. So I give them option B, using a cloth.
Fold when it's big enough, it can take in the blood.
As it gets full, you remove it and then insert another one.
The cloth will do, at least to give them back their dignity, and hopefully with time, the superstitious attachments to a bleeding woman will be a medieval belief. Florence Naluyimba, NTV.